So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a unique video on success and importance of wealth and success in life, and how important and how not important success is in our life. And the reason why I wanted to make this video because somebody emailed me a couple of links of two individuals. And I completely forgot the name of these individuals because I just watched a couple of videos, and then I was just fascinated by the philosophy, the teachings, and I'll put the name here, of these two individuals. I'm not familiar with them. One of them is known as the Tony Robbins of India. One is known as this kind of upcoming, young entrepreneur. And the thing is, they had great points. They have great points, especially, the guy in India. But the problem that happens with trying to get yourself going in life, listening to motivational videos, listening to somebody talk about the reality of success. The thing is, it's kind of like having maybe a puff of weed, maybe having, a shot glass of Patron. It gets you drunk, it gets you high for a while, but it always will wear off. It always will wear off. No matter what these individuals are saying. And yes, they have the best of intentions for the entire world, for the entire public. I always try to make you be the best of who you are. It's just something that's embedded in me. But the thing is, what I've realized about trying to find yourself this spark to go and do something, to go and achieve success because you heard them talk in a YouTube video and anywhere. Like this person who sent me the link to these two individuals has been really inspired, has been really inspired. And yet they also said, when will I get success? When can I make money astrologically? And that's the thing about these things. Whether you take The Secret, or you take any one of these individuals, although the one in India, I think he's much more grounded in terms of not focusing towards success and money, but more focusing on the individual dharma. But the other gentleman is more about, hey, how do you become this successful multimillionaire? How do you get there so you can, get off the job that you hate and do what you want to do? The problem is, it's always going to be a high. It is always going to be a high. It's this, I'm just giving you a puff of weed for about an hour. I gave you a brownie, right? I gave you a brownie with the best, marijuana in it. And you had it, you were on cloud 9, you were having this DMT experience, you were like, I can achieve anything. And then the next morning, it all comes down. But it comes down even further because that was a very temporary high for you. Anything that gives you a temporary high is not something that will help you to climb that mountain. So then it comes to the point of what I'm saying here. The point is, the ones who do become successful, watching either me or watching anybody out there, the ones who actually follow the advice and then becomes successful, has the money, suddenly start making all the money, you got to understand, if they do not run in through the right time period, the right yogas to give them wealth, astrologically, and I'm not talking about some basic astrology, I'm talking about Vedic astrology. If through Vedic astrology they are not running into the right time period, right transits, right yogas, they will keep watching these videos and they'll keep getting this high every day, but that high is not going to produce any results. Very few times, very few people are able to beat the karmic patterns of the planets. Karmic patterns of the grahas, I should say. Not even planets, because Remember, sun is not a planet, right? Everybody's going to say that. Whoever's not introduced to Vedic astrology. Sun is a star, yes, but it's a graha. It's that which moves across the sky and gives us the karma. Because I used to do the same thing back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, even late 2000s. I would watch Tony Robbins, and I would like watch his infomercials in the evening. That was my favorite thing. Especially on a Friday, Thursday night. I believe it used to be Friday night, Thursday and Tuesday. His infomercials used to come late at night. That was like old school way of advertising things. And I used to love watching it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do something. I'm going to achieve something. And I kept thinking. I didn't know what to do. If I tried to do it, I didn't have the guts to do it. It wouldn't, even if whether I watched these individuals or I didn't watch these individuals, the success only came to me when it was planted for me. When success came to me, when it says, this is the time you're going to get success. Okay, get it. Whether you watch something or not, whether you have a mentor or not, whether somebody motivates you or not, if you're going to make money, you're going to make money. If you have robbed people, if you killed people in one of your past lives, and you're coming into this life struggling, well, you may not get the right time period till you're 90 or when you're pretty much dead. So the reason why you should understand that it's okay to get this little high, it's okay to get this motivation in you that, okay, I want to do something. You also have to understand that there's something bigger than you that's working. There's something much more powerful than you that's at work. And until that thing gives you the permission to achieve that you want to achieve, it's like I can take you out every Friday night and give you the greatest scotch glasses and greatest cigars and give you a great high. What is that going to do? It's just going to bring you back down the next day. You're going to wake up with a headache. You're just a hangover after the next day. Like, oh, they were telling me about do this, and this. None of this is working. Why isn't this working? This guy said you can make money off of eBay. This guy said you can make money off of Amazon. Where's the money? I'm not seeing anything. And then you will start cursing these guys while it's not their fault. It's not their fault. They're actually doing you a service by providing you, a guide. So don't blame them. Like the person who sent me this link said, I've been watching them for over a year, but so far nothing has happened. I've tried everything. Of course, nothing's going to happen. The reason why it's not happening, the timing is not there, according to Vedic astrology. You probably don't have the yogas, or the yogas are not here yet. The timing for yogas to be activated is not here yet. So, in order for you to really go on the right path and find success, is to go with the flow of time. Time, okay? I've got like these 3 clocks back here. That should make, enough sense here about time. I've got all the 3 time zones: India, US, Central Time, Europe. But it is time. And when something is giving you rocks in the path, when you know you cannot achieve that $1 million success, that $1 billion success that you want, and you're running into this time period, the stream full of rocks, and your boat or your canoe just can't keep going. Well, stay there for a while. You don't need to keep pushing your canoe. Take your canoe with your hands and then push it to a more smoother stream, which might be half an hour ahead. So you'll have to walk. So what do you do in a bad time? You have to you have to understand the creator who put this path in front of you, which is yourself. You have to start understanding yourself in the bad time. You've got to start knowing thyself. How do you know thyself? You know thyself through meditation, by doing Kriya Yoga. That's how you know your thyself. Because then you'll know. You'll get so deep into understanding your soul, you will know the karmas you have done in the past life. You won't even need astrology then. You'll know who you were. You know what you did and why you are suffering in this life. So when that time is here, your motivation should be, forget me making $1 million. I want to know why the bad time is here. I want to know myself. What did I do to deserve this bad time? Because God doesn't punish you. It is you who are punishing yourself with your actions, with your karmas in each life. Because you will hear all the great people who have done great karmas in their past life and they're reaping the results in this life. They have the mass fame. They have the huge wealth. And sure, some of them may not know how life works. For them, they're thinking their hard work, their sheer will brought them to their success. While they don't realize, they may have some yogas that became active. They might be running through the Mahadasha of a planet that suddenly gave them the wealth that they deserved. Why? Because they deserved it. They did something right in their past life and they're going to keep repeating this pattern. Life is going to repeat itself over and over again. They'll be successful again in the next life because they're doing something again good in this life. So this is not so, you can feel like, okay, that's it. This is all my life is. It's full of struggle. It's full of, poverty. No, this is the opportunity that God is giving you. So you don't focus towards making that big wealth. Because once you are on that stream of making that money, when you're on the stream where the stream is smooth, you're going to keep rowing your boat. You're going to keep rowing and rowing, rowing. You don't care what's on the left side, right side. You're just trying to get to your destination. But when you just know the stream is not good, you can't take your boat, you can't take your canoe across this, you'll pull on the side, you'll rest. You'll perhaps take a fruit from the tree and start eating it. That's the same thing. God is giving you this time period so you still yourself and then try to understand yourself. And through yourself, you're going to start to understand God. And that is far bigger wealth than any of the riches this earth can give you. That wealth of knowing yourself, fully knowing yourself. Nobody knows themselves. I don't know nothing about myself. I am just in the same boat as you. I don't know nothing about myself. But the ones who know truly who they are, why they're here, what this dream of the God is dreaming right now, and that's where it's just in a dream. What is the purpose of this? What is this? Why do I come back? Why do I keep coming back? How do I not come back? How do I go to the better place? That's the mission that will truly make you enriched. Then you won't care whether somebody gives you $1 trillion or $1 billion. Because you'll be far above their consciousness of this world. And I'm not saying that having wealth is bad or having fame is bad. No, they have their point, they have their place. In this time and age, of course, it helps a lot. It helps greatly. But what is it serving you at the end of the day? What is it doing to you at the end of the day? Are you becoming a better person with that? No, you're not. You're just simply putting racks and racks of money in your bank account. That's it. Which is good. It helps you pay your bills. But you got to realize a bigger wealth that is out there that nobody really cares for. And the ones who do, they're in the richest place in this universe. Okay? So, just definitely get motivated. Get a high from these things. It's always good to get a high. It's always good to have your drink. Okay? But I know what is the drink is going to do to me tomorrow. I know what is that whole buzz that I get from, let's say, from smoking a cigar. I know it's only going to last for a few hours and that's it. Then it's done. As long as I'm aware of that and then I know who I am. Oh, I don't need these things. I am working hard myself. I am doing what I need to do. That is when you're going to be on the path to success. When you don't need anybody to give you a speech for 45 minutes, for an hour, and tell you, well, this is what I did, this is what I did, this is my routine, this is my routine. No matter what routines you have. Like when I was watching one of these video of this guy, there was another video that was suggested to me, like top 10 habits of the multimillionaires and billionaires. And I watched this video, I'm like, okay, what are their habits? And I read the habits, I'm like, okay, that's good. But guess what? You may not even have to follow, you may not ever follow those habits. There are people who are never following those habits and still they're successful because they deserve it. They got it. They did something in their past life and now they're reaping the result. So when you watch these videos of 10 habits of the most successful people, they wake up 4 a.m. in the morning, they do this, they do that. Somebody could be out there waking up at noon and going to bed at like 2 a.m. and yet they're successful. Somebody could have a PhD and can be a multimillionaire. Somebody who doesn't even have a high school degree is a multimillionaire. How? Because most millionaires say, oh no, education doesn't do anything. Then there are some who says, no, because of education, I'm a millionaire today. What does that tell you about life? There are so many scenarios to be a millionaire and to be successful that it all comes down to your karma. That's it. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be sitting still at one place and somehow, some way, you're going to find that spark in you to make the money. Because when the karma is there for you to make money, the laziest person will get up and start working. But if you're the laziest person and the timing is not there, and then you start working, it's not going to do anything. They'll be like, oh, it's a waste of time being active. Might as well go back to being lazy. Okay, so it all comes down to your own karma, to your own self. So if you have any kind of like a understanding, a certain consciousness level where you know that you would be reborn again in the next life, you may have to deal with some past life karmas in the next life, might as well just do something in this life so you do get rewarded. So you do become a millionaire without watching any of these videos. Okay, that's my point here. This is my motivation for you. But of course, many people who struggle, who can't pay the bills, can barely afford mortgages, they will always look at these videos as a great high, and why not? I did that. But I also got the results of that. Nothing. Everybody was watching The Secret for like, so long. Somebody was giving me a DVD, a book, and I watched it. I got a high. What did that do? I kept thinking, oh, give me success, give me success, give me success. Oh, I'm so positive, I'm so positive. Nothing for 10 years. Nothing. Okay, so anyway, guys, we'll see you later. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you can actually learn about Vedic astrology and your karma. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.